Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire Emblem Binding Blade Hard Mode. So we're at Chapter 16, we're ready to take down Narcian, and we're ready for a very, very, very big battle, and we're going to take the fight to Burn. Joining me today, we have Ghost Falcon.
Hi, let's give Narcian some scars.
We have Nate.
Narcian is the evil pervert we all love.
And we have RNG Gumi.
What's up, 6 AM hype?
Yes.
Also, Nate, I gotta agree, and we all love Narcian, but we also love to hate him.
Yeah, again, he's a character you love to hate, like Sonya from FE7, or I'm trying to think of another, like Valta. Again, your characters, like, they're awful, but you love them girls, they're awful. Or Patrine.
Or like Patrine, Patrine.
Very much so. But yeah, so Burn's like, again, they're holding up, or Narcian's holding up in the kingdom of Euphoria. We've got to rescue the king, and so we got to deal with Narcian because he's been failing after failing after failing after failing, because he does the typical binding blade strategy where I could stay here and deal with these units, but I've got other stuff to do, and I'm sure that's not going to bite me in the ass.
Should I have
Funny how I appeared in chapters where Narcian appeared.
Pardon?
Kind of funny how this appearance and last one both had Narcian appearing at some point.
Oh, so you're just a magnet for him. So yeah, this is chapter 16. Quite a big map, but it's one of my personal favorites in the game. Again, because even though it is a bit long, I do like the enemy variety. I do like the aesthetic. I like the fact that, again, it is quite epic battle, and not to mention there's also, treasure to unlock. There's other units to gain, like there's Hugh, who's got the whole barter system, and Douglas, who has that whole, you literally just have to try and keep him alive. And again, also just love fighting Narcian because it feels like a very well-earned and well-built-up boss fight.
Yeah, especially because of all the exclusive quotes he has. He has one with Cecilia, with Percival. He even has one with Clarine.
Well, yeah, he would have one with Clarine, because he was the one who originally was going to, what. Yeah.
But the fun thing is, Clarine doesn't even remember him.
I wouldn't put it past Clarine to be that, narrow-minded to literally not remember him. But then again, I don't think she wants to remember him, so yeah.
That's true.
Again, I can't blame her for, shutting him out of her memory, because Narcian's a scumbag.
I agreed.
So yeah, Murdoch's
scumbag, but he's got a good voice in Heroes.
His voice in Heroes surprised me because, again, it's very deep. It's very well. And again, I did not expect that from Narcian. I kind of expect more of a sniving, it's like, I expect you to be in good company with me. That type voice. But, hey, they went with what they went with.
Kemp and Narcian should have the same voice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I sort of expected that, but I'm also okay with the voice he has in Heroes.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just not what I expected. But then again, what do we know what to expect? Because that was Narcian's Heroes is a lot of Fire Emblem characters' first official voices.
True.
I mean, some fit perfectly, like Patrick Sykes as Hector.
Oh-ho!
Yeah, very much so. So yeah, basically, Narcian's been Narcian. He's lost his rank as Wyvern General, and now he's literally got his last chance to prove himself. But obviously, that's not going to end well because here's the thing: we're at the point in Binding Blade now because I know something I noticed with Binding Blade hard mode. So once you start promoting units, it gets quite a bit easier just because you now have most of your team has the stats to deal with the enemies, because the enemies are definitely hard starting out, but that's more to do with the fact that a lot of units starting out, they're in their non-promoted forms, they're not that strong. Obviously, it varies from each one. Obviously, hard mode bonuses helps, but the promotion bonuses in this game are so good that it can really make one hell of a difference.
Well, there goes the sense of satisfaction then.
Yeah. And again, you got these two who could have helped out, but chose not to. I mean, to be fair, they're not exactly hard bosses, so I doubt they really could have helped.
They just nope.
Yeah.
That's true.
They just nope it on out of here. But this is also the chapter where we get Zeiss as well, who we don't get too much later, but Zeiss is, again, most people know Zeiss for his hard mode bonuses and the fact that he can begin with 19 strength, which is fuck me, Freddy sideways.
I know Zeiss for being an inferior, less useful, less awesome, less attractive, less in-depth character, Milady.
Yeah, but then again, being less than Milady is pretty much everyone in this game.
I mean, it's clear that with base stats, it's clear that they're brothers.
Well, siblings, yeah, again. Well, again, most Wyverns are just in general. They're rarely ever, again, rarely ever is there legit bad Wyvern in Fire Emblem. Again, I think the most you can go with is the ones in, I think, the one in FE4, Altina, and it's mostly just because she joined so late.
Sometimes they're drawn so late, they're hard to get any time to use them.
Yeah, again, and even then, she's not the worst unit in the game.
Who is?
I don't know. I just think I hear mixed things. Some say it's Jamk, and some say it's Taltui. Again, that's what I hear. I hear mixed things.
Play the game and find out.
No, I have played the game. I'm hearing mixed things from other people because, again, what my experience is one thing, but in order to fully...
Yeah, what's your experience?
Oh, my experience, then, I'd say that Taltui is worse, but my experience can only count for so much. I'm looking for the actual who's the objectively worst because, like I said, personal experience doesn't mean anything when it comes to who's the best and worst Fire Emblem unit.
I see that you made Gwendolyn... I see that Gwendolyn is now a general.
Yes, she is. I'm ready to kick some serious ass.
More.
Trust me, she'd be even scarier if she's able to wield bows.
Boy gear always just makes me mad.
Because here's the thing: in Break Ember, which is a wrong hack of Binding Blade that does character balance, Gwendolyn actually wields bows.
Interesting. So she's a knight with bows.
Yeah, here's the thing. Each knight has each of the 3 knights has a specialty in another weapon aside from lances.
Okay.
Because Borst wields swords and Barth wields axes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Again, this kind of reminds me of what they did in like what you can do in Path of Radiance. Yeah, where the paladins can choose a different weapon to use.
Yeah, but here's also the extra thing because both in Project Ember also have 2 to 3 range. So,
interesting. So everything is a longbow.
and funnily enough, longbows are basically ballistas in that wrong hack.
That sounds OP, but okay.
Not really, because they basically give the ballista stats like 20 weight.
Oh right, so they pretty much can't double.
Yeah. They're basically siege bows.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, that's an interesting take on it, yeah, because I was going to say, if they were just normal but with 10 range, that would be OP.
No, trust me, I experienced longbows in that ROM hack on the Durandal chapter, and yeah, they're not that big of an issue.
Yeah, and again, bolting hasn't left us just yet. We've got a few units who... Yeah, there's quite a few siege users here.
Just enough HP as well.
Yeah,
the removal of siege tomes was one of the worst decisions ever made in Fire Emblem, and I'm so glad they're back.
Okay then. Yeah, well, again, also in this game, siege tomes are considerably light, so they really don't, it's not difficult to double with them, which is kind of, again, which can be annoying to deal with because this game likes to siege spam quite a bit. But, so when it comes to this chapter, honest to God, because of the type of units you face, a lot of them are very physically bulky, so I would recommend units that can either punch through their low res, like a really good magic user, or have really high physical DPS, because there are quite a lot of knights and fighters with a lot of defense, a lot of HP, so I recommend units with a lot of physical strength.
Shame that Hugh isn't a sage.
It is a shame indeed, but again, what are you going to do?
Here's the thing, I actually like Hugh's design and his whole story and relationship with Kana's family and Nimi, but I hate the fact that he's a mage, because I like him.
Yeah, it's just that, again, his joining stats aren't that bad. It's just that in most cases, if someone's trained either Lou or Lina, they'll be better.
Yeah, and especially because you have to pay him.
Yeah, that's true. He works on a barter system.
It's not like Renak in Secret Stones, where you can use Larshell to recruit him instantly without having to pay him.
Yeah, well, EP7 does the same thing with
Farina.
No, Juno's
Farina.
in this game. Farina. The only difference is Farina's just class and stats are overall better, even for the join time.
Yeah, especially because you can use triangle attack.
Yeah, very true. Just also Pegasus Knights in FE7, or just Pegasus Knights in general, are extremely good classes. I think Radiant Dawn was where they were at their lowest.
But they were still good in that game.
Yeah, they were still good.
Actually, in this game, you can do a triangle attack with the knights.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, again, this game has knights have triangle attack and Pegasus knights. Pretty much any.
Alright.
Again, it's like in Path of Rain, it's how the brothers could do it. Again, if characters are either like related and there's like 3 of them, they can usually do a triangle attack.
Except in 3 houses where it's a combat skill.
Oh yeah, well, 3 houses works very differently. Plus, I don't know if anyone in 3 houses. Yeah,
Gee, bullshit.
yeah. I don't know if anyone in 3 houses actually has more than one sibling, at least present in like the game, because obviously they have siblings outside. Obviously, Sylvain has Miklan and Hilda has a brother. We don't actually, they're not playable characters. The only really one I can think of is Mercedes and Jaritza, and even then they're like half siblings, if you will.
Yeah.
Raphael and his sister, though
Yeah,
his sister's
or,
not playable.
Yeah, exactly, not playable.
Okay, sorry is for those who haven't played 3 houses yet, but also Edelgar and Dimitri.
Yeah, but even then they're not related, like blood related.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But again, at this point, pretty much everybody knows.
Yeah, that's true. At least it's not as confusing as, say, Jugdral or freaking Fates.
Ooh, nice dodge. Nice retaliation too. That was definitely
Cool.
that was close, but we got it. So yeah, Shin's maxed out, so he's going to promote it soon. I also think this is where I promote Lance as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely know Shin promotes. I'm also not sure if Gonzalez promotes here or it's the next chapter. Either way, promotions will occur.
Yay!
Oh,
For Roy, obviously.
Yeah. Also, by the way, for those of you wondering, for this, I make for those going on the right-hand side of the map, please bring a pretty good sword user, because Douglas wields a silver axe, and if you want to kill him, it's a good way too. But also, just to keep him alive, have a sword user that with an iron sword, because they'll barely damage him, but they'll dodge him much easier.
Also because of the Gaiden chapter.
Yeah, again, that's if they want to, because some people will be like, fuck it, I don't want to play the Gaiden chapter. Especially because a lot of people hate that Gaiden chapter.
That's true.
You need that Gaiden chapter for the true ending.
True say. They do need it for the true ending. It's just a case of if people do or don't want to. But most people that play Binding Blade go for the full ending.
So, by the way, when you guys talked about Roy, another balance they did for Project Ember, it's Roy, because Roy, you can promote him now anytime you want with a Knight's Crest.
Oh, interesting. Oh, he promotes via Knight's Crest. Okay, well that's interesting, because that's the earliest promotion item you get in the game. Yeah,
and here's another thing. He doesn't promote into a Great Lord. He actually promotes to his dad.
Oh, so he becomes much better as a Night Lord.
A Knight
Really?
With lances.
Okay.
Bullshit, because it was above 20.
Yeah, it's not thing because it is above 20. It's still, it's like, wow.
And also,
Hello?
I was going to say,
Sorry.
it feels like you've really just super buffed a lot of the units in this game, because I know Shana has a wing spear now.
Yeah. And Roy also has to the start 7 movements, so he can keep up.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia has
Mention the shoes again.
And Sophia has a PRF tome that is effective against flyers.
Okay. Oh yeah. So that helps out, because there's quite a few Wyverns and Pegasus Knights in
In chapter 14.
Yes.
Yeah, and also helps that she is now at level 7. Also, Killer Axe away.
Yeah, Killer Axe indeed. Ironically, it's one of the most accurate weapons for Gonzalez to use. It's like, I'm not in it for the critical, I'm just in it for the accuracy, because he needs it in every sense of the word.
Yeah. Also, really nice touch that well, I know it's because the sprites are the same, but I like the touch that Farah and Carla share similar colors.
Yeah, well, again, she takes after her mother more so than that. But even then, she has her Barter's kind of turquoise green aesthetic. But obviously, she looks more. She takes more after her mother, which makes sense.
That's true. Also, I ship her with Noah.
Okay, well, again, Noah's the one who recruits her and interacts with her first, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Immediately the moment I saw them interacting in the arena, I went, I ship them.
Also, yeah, I made a slight blunder on my part. I completely, because again, I have an Astor over the other side ready to unlock the door up there with the Monarchy. But then I forgot. Wait a minute, I didn't bring a door key for the rest of the units on the left, so I had to do a massive rescue chain to get him all the way around just to unlock the door. I was like, yeah, so make sure you've got some door keys available.
Either that or 2 thieves.
Yeah, or 2 thieves. I only went with 1 this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, though, there are quite a lot of, like, again, also a lot of the knights here have ranged attacks, so that's why I said a magic user can do really well, because, again, that's the thing, Binding Blade hard mode, they make the knights really bulky.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, it's like, well, good, they're knights, they're meant to be bulky, so yeah.
Okay, I just had, oh my god, so, imagine Barth, but with hard mode bonuses.
Well, it depends on how big, because hard mode bonuses vary, but that would be cool, especially because he'd be like Arden bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, like, he was trying to bullshit his way into getting paid. So obviously, the whole thing with Hugh is that, you know, what do you call it? He can barter for different money. 10,000 is the max, then 8,000, then 6,000. 6,000 is the lowest he'll go, but the lower you go, the less, the worse his stats are. So if you want the best Hugh, you got to pay full price. I went with the worst because I'm not going to use him, but I want to keep him anyway.
Yeah, fair.
I've never
fair
had
enough.
a problem affording full price Hugh in any of my games.
Well, whether or not, yeah, again, it's usually not a problem if you know how to play Binding Blade well, because they do give you quite a lot of things. It's just a case of whether or not you want to use him. Like, again, I decide lowest because I'm not going to use him, but I want to keep him. And in Binding Blade, oh my god, money in hard mode, I find money to be a lot more essential, because the amount of weapons you have to buy. Because again, you go through them so quickly just because enemy HP is so high. You'll be running, and there's so many of them. You'll be running out of especially if you just do the more standard approach to playing. You'll be running through weapons relatively quickly. But then again, that's a lot of hard. I found out with quite a few hard mode, you really need to stock up on weapons because there's just more enemies to fight and they're bigger and stronger and they take longer to kill.
Well, unlike Awakening's Lunatic mode, where all you need is Frederick.
Yes, that's true, but you still need to invest in those weapons. Well, then again, Awakening weapon dexterity, you know, the weapons have more ammo than most Fire Emblem games.
True. So, by the way, I wanted to bring this up, but another story about the FE6 PME that was going on the server. Mm-hmm. The character that replaced Hugh was basically he had 3 on every stat.
3?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that was weird.
Yeah, don't ask why. Maybe most likely it was a meme build, especially because, again, with the whole thing of you pay him lower, his stats become worse.
So it goes 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's just an inside joke. Clever, yeah. But in terms of actually the thing, it's like there's literally no reason to pay for him if he's literally got those stats.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't use him.
Yeah, well, again, I don't think anybody would.
Yeah. I might be crazy on the way of how I pick units, but I'm not that crazy.
I don't think anyone. Well, it's just a case of being like that. Come on, Sophia has better stats than that. Well, I think any unit has better stats than that.
That's
if you want to challenge yourself, you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, if you're looking for a challenge, but it's like, I'm good. I'll stick with Wendy for now.
It's like trying to solo Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal with a Sunkern.
It's possible. Well, Pokemon isn't nearly as demanding as Fire Emblem is.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's certainly possible. I wouldn't advise it, but it's certainly possible.
Yeah.
In one of my favorite FE6 playthroughs I ever did, I was using primarily bad characters. The only one I didn't use was Wolt.
Okay.
But I used like Wade and Lot. I used.
Lot's not. Oh yeah, Lot's not too bad. Wade is bad, but Lot's not too bad. But yeah, he's not one of the.
I really liked Wade. My Wade got really good.
Nice.
I think he's better than Lot. Well, I like him more than Lot, even if it's worse. But like Sophia, Wendy, Dorothy, I actually used her.
Mm-hmm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break for now, but when we come back, we shall be defeating Narcian, we shall be recruiting Zeiss, and we shall be promoting even more units and looting the entire place. So, yeah, we've got a lot going down, and it's going to be busy. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.